in Week 5 on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Triple 64. Go.
Foles. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Foles. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Foles. Shark's got it left side. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, saying, hey, you know, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he completes it to Westbrook. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. They'll set up a throw. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big 1st down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90. So. Ace. Z.
working from the gun. Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Blue 45. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
Mahomes will try again on second down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Go, go, go. Easy, easy.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to loft one deep. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. Oh, now he bowls him over. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Remember this Jacksonville D, 55 sacks a season ago.
I think they want to fight for nickname supremacy with Pittsburgh. Remember, they were just one behind Pittsburgh for the overall lead in sacks last year. Pittsburgh known as Blitzburg. Jacksonville, they're known as Saxonville.
On second down, here's Mahomes, escaping the pressure right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Miles Jack in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Green 39. Green 39. Z. Left.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue. In there again as this offensive line is in tatters. 3 sacks in 3 plays. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at the 15. One of the longest punts in the last decade or so, 80-plus yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now he's going to throw deep right. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be marked down all the way inside the KC 10. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 75 yards. This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another 1st and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll run. This is Blue. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. He tried to break that plane but couldn't get there, and that's going to leave him now at 3rd and goal. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. This is the running back, Blue. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that'll make this 17-0 here in the opening quarter. They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you got all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision, let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Z. Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, good move. And he's got room. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Corey Grant, 87 yards. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. As an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Butker now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4th. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
1-1-1. Aiden score. Under. Purple 64.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Chris Jones able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Be alert, be alert. Flat, flat. Great.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty.
Go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to loft one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Chiefs now. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's going to wind up and air it out. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd, and he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Here's Drew Kaiser now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. The Jaguars getting set to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 56 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. 1st down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in his performance.
On the carry, this is Blue. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
2nd and goal from the 1. He's going to get it running right, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Alfred Blue, His second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
For Kidder here, it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
And that's going to be incomplete. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Ace! So!
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Trying to lay one up deep. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. And incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. He's got his man in the crossing route. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. A first trip to the red zone for KC. 1st and 10 at the 19. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. 1st and 10 at the 19. And again, it's Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Ace! So! Hey, boys, got 4 down.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And he's going to be hit and driven into the turf. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
Now here's Mahomes. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well, they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from him.
They got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. They give him a gain of 37.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the route is on here in this first half. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Ready, green, 39, green.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Myles Jack in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Z. Left.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Mahomes now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Myles Jack able to disrupt yet another pass play, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now a handoff looking right. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 19.
87's mine. Don't worry about that. Ace! Ace!
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Foles. A throw left side complete to his receiver Westbrook. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Here's Foles. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Foles now just 1 misfire so far after that last completion, 15 of 16. It's 1st down. Foles. Open man right side is Shark. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Give him 30 yards there. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. He'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Here's Blue. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Calling no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will push the lead up from 26, and it grows up to 29. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time, and that's another great play to come away with the football.
They run with Blues. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. They go again with Blue. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We're back now in KC. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now they try the right side here. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Alfred Blue, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars continue to roll. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. He spins free. And now running right through it. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius brings him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mahomes now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Past the 20. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 47 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They come up in an offset eye. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Mahomes finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Able to hold it to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal. One final try from Mahomes. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
Butker now to kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Jacksonville, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll